Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be designing a McLaren SUV. Now, McLaren doesn't make SUVs, so we're going to keep this a bit straightforward and just kind of design the SUV that McLaren never made. So let's go ahead and start off with the design. So we want to come up with a design language that is half supercar, half SUV. So we could do a kind of a supercar SUV, kind of make it look in the middle of supercar and the middle of SUV. So kind of like how McLaren does their vehicles, some points of the SUV design that we want to get to, because basically we want to create a car that is, you know, supercar and a SUV at the same time, which is kind of what the Lamborghini Urus is. So we want to create like McLaren's Lamborghini Urus fighter. So we'll start off with the design. And we want to like kind of create the design a bit more of an SUV. Now here's something that you can always do. And that is making mistakes. When you make a mistake, that's okay. You can learn from it. So I kind of made a mistake right here. Designing an SUV is kind of a hard task for sometimes. So like if someone asks you like, hey, I want you to design me a supercar SUV from McLaren or something. Sometimes that can be pretty hard because you have to come up with like the design of the car. And might not be that easy, but it's pretty fun. So we kind of want to go with that supercar DNA. Uh-oh. Kind of like this. I don't want to make it look too much like a Ford Focus, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's just, I don't know what, but like this kind of looks like a Ford Focus, basically, like a small hatchback vehicle that Ford makes. And I try not to make it look too much like a Ford Focus, so we just kind of want to just kind of like slope the car a bit. Just try and steer away from that Ford Focus design that I'm doing right now. Just kind of create a bit of a ducktail spoiler. So yeah, that's one thing I want to fix is the window design, because it kind of looks a bit similar to a Ford Focus, and I'm trying to not go there. So I'll change the window design a bit, just kind of make it better. There we go. And now we can design the rear spoiler. Just kind of make it look a bit like a super SUV should look like how the Lamborghini Urus was kind of like designed a bit. Just kind of borrow some inspiration from them, not too much, just a little bit of inspiration from the Urus, and some other cool coupe crossover SUVs. Alright, now we can design the front of the car. I want to create something that is like an SUV, not a Ford Focus. That's how I've been designing this. But yeah, we want to create it like an SUV. Remember, this is a McLaren SUV. This is not a Ford Focus SUV or anything. Although that could be an idea. The Ford Focus SUV, that's an idea. So we can design that soon, hopefully. But, oops, I accidentally did something to the window. But yeah, here's the McLaren SUV so far. Just kind of borrow a bit of inspiration from other vehicles. Now we design the hood. And a small little air scoop can fit on this car. And just kind of like put a little scoop on the front. Make it look a bit aggressive. Alright, now we can create the logo. I'm just going to create this small little logo right there. So that's how it's looking so far. Now I'm going to create the design lines for this car. I want to make it look pretty simple. Nothing too fancy, nothing too weird. Just simple lines. Oh man. I just did what I didn't want to do. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we can create design lines. Not too weird, not too simple. Not too crazy, not too hard, not too simple. Then we can create our doors handle. I want to create like this, like kind of like create like this. So like kind of like a McLaren SUV like this, but then I don't want to like kind of do that because it'll look a bit weird on this car. A bit more, it'll look a bit like weird and tacky. So that's why I don't want to do this on the McLaren SUV. Because I don't want to do like the what's it called, coach doors, but I also don't want to create falcon wing doors on my McLaren SUV. So yeah, because like if you think about it, this thing goes like that. So I don't think that's possible for a car like this. Just kind of go right here. Put a little vent in here. Just kind of bring the air somewhere. So there we go. Our design is looking pretty good for the side of the car. So there we go. Just kind of like create a simple design. Now let's go to the front. We'll probably edit the design later on the side. But let's go to the front. This is where the fun kind of begins. We take a bit of inspiration from all the other cars. And just kind of not make a grill too big, but not make a grill that's too small. Because remember, we're not trying to make a grill that's way too small for the car, but then not a grill that's way too big for the car. Because, I mean, this car needs air, but not too much air. So we'll kind of have to, like, minimize it, I guess. Probably put a little front grill here. Possibly a light bar, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. We can do a light bar. Try not to erase everything. So, just kind of like give it a bit of a design. So not too shabby, not too perfect or anything, because there's no such thing as perfect. But yeah. So now we're gonna create the design on the headlights. So actually, we could kind of like make the grill look a bit better. I don't know, but we'll probably edit the grill first, and then we'll probably like just kind of detail it. But yeah, I'll put a little vent right here just for air to pass. We'll kind of like color in the grill. But then after that, we're gonna do our headlights design. Now the point of this is to borrow some design influence from other cars, but not like copy everything. Like, we're not gonna copy the same headlight off the Lamborghini Urus. So we could probably kind of just borrow some influence from the other McLaren vehicles, but then again, we're not gonna like we're not gonna copy the whole headlight from the McLaren supercar. So I'll probably color this in, probably make it look a bit more sleeker. And then we'll probably add that over there. There we go. One headlight done. The other headlight. There we go. Kind of make that a bit larger. There we go. So now we've created the headlight design for the McLaren SUV. Probably minimize the grille a bit. I just noticed I kind of made the grille a bit too big. I was probably borrowing a lot of influence from the Lamborghini Urus with their large grille, but there we go. I kind of messed up there. We're gonna keep this vent, probably detail it a bit. I don't want to make it look too much like an Aston Martin or any other vehicle. But I kind of want to borrow some influence, at least some influence, from other cars. I'm talking about supercars, not normal Hyundai Tucson. Because remember, this is a super SUV. Or we'll probably add some darkening. Oops, let me push this up a bit more. There we go. I'll just put one bar on the grill for now. And just kind of minimize this size of the grill just a bit, and we'll add a small little opening here. Or we'll just probably, or we can use that for fog lights or something. You know what? I'm gonna probably kind of erase that part of the grill because I just thought of putting fog lights on this car. So I just put fog lights there. So there's the fog lights. And overall, it's pretty good. Now we need to detail the car. Just kind of make it look like, I don't know, something realistic. We want to make it look realistic as I can. As realistic as possible. Kind of add a bit of detail. And just kind of add some of that thing. Because remember, we want to kind of detail the car a bit. Not too much detail, but not too little detail. There we go, we've detailed that. Kind of add a bit of darkening to the hood or something where it needs to be darkened. Just kind of like, just darken it a bit, just to kind of add a bit of like, a bit of like detail to the car. Give this a bit of light. So we'll kind of do what we did for the windows. Just kind of add a bit of light to it. There we go. Add some of that detail. Probably kind of darken the back a bit, just so it looks more of a realistic car. There we go. We've detailed the car. Now we're going to add wheels to it. We need to add some wheels for this car. This car can't drive without any wheels. Just kind of color that dark. Now kind of put the tires here. Just kind of like add a bit of design to the car. And I mean the wheels of the car. Sorry. Yeah, we'll add a bit of design to the wheels of the car. Kind of like detail them a bit. Just a little bit of that. It's kind of like there we go. Then we can detail the back too, probably. Looks like it's a bit big. Kind of make it big, I don't know. I'm gonna color this vent a little bit darker than the wheel. Now we add our details for the shades. So we'll kind of shade in the kind of shade, put some shade in there. So we'll put shade under here. And trust me, I want to put shade here so it looks like it's on the ground. I don't want to just put a line and draw it sideways. Although that's what I do sometimes, like draw it sideways, but I don't put lines like I used to do. That was only the start of that. But then I got into the habit of not doing that anymore. Kind of put in some brake calipers for the car. And just add a bit of more detail. We can add some details for the rear calipers as well. And just add the wheels too. So I'm thinking probably the best wheel for this design could probably be this. I mean, it kind of fits in. And just kind of make it also a bit of a multi-spoke design. Uh-oh. Now, when you're designing, it doesn't have to be perfect. At least kind of try your best to detail it. But here we go. This is the design of the McLaren SUV. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.